So the next couple we are now going to talk about is in this current season, which is Chris and Brook. So obviously we've spoken about Elliot and Lauren, and we've also spoken about Elliot and Veronica. Whew, where are these producers collecting the rubbish? I want to know. To be honest, they probably don't have to look far. So when Chris came in, when he knocked on that counter, I think for like a drink or something, I was so disgusted. Like in his intro video, when he was talking, I was already like, yuck. And then he went ahead and knocked on the table. Anyways, when they brought him in, I said, oh, producers, you've come to find rubbish again. So he comes in, we don't like him, he's talking, he talk rubbish, everything. And then he gets paired with Brook. And we're like, in my head, I'm like, why have they subjected this beautiful girl to be with such a rubbish man? Like, it just feels unfair. Like, I get it, you want to get a mixture of people, but why is it that the women must be subjected to these distasteful, disrespectful men? He doesn't believe in the experiment, so why is he here? In the wedding now, Brook doesn't kiss him on the lips. I'm like, oh, see, I know that's right. And with time goes on, like, Brook is really taking it slow, not sure if she likes the guy. And he's actually putting in effort, like, Chris is putting in effort to try and win over Brook. And you start to see that Chris is actually starting to like Brook. And I was just like, you know what? I don't like this guy, but I'm happy to see that he's actually changing and Brook is actually bringing it out, like, a nice side of him. But then we get to the videos where Brook gets to watch the video of him him saying he doesn't like fat people, he don't like fake tan, and he doesn't like something else. And obviously that ruins any progress that they've made. Like, I think if it wasn't for that video, they probably would have gotten close to kissing, maybe a bit more comfortable, but that video scattered the entire thing. So with that, Brook is now very uncomfortable being around Chris, and Chris has been not upset, but he's quite impacted because I think he could tell that if it wasn't for this video, they would have been progressing, but now because of this video, they are no longer progressing. And all he can do is hope that Brook has enough space to eventually maybe be okay with it. And with time, we see that Brook is not okay with it. She thinks she is, but she's really not. So continuing on, Brook is not okay with all the stuff that Chris has said. And it was nasty, like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I watched that, I was like, a part of me was shocked, kind of laughing, shocked, like, that he would say this. But at the same time, I was just like, I mean, look at the way he talks around his lads and his friends. Like, this is expected for him, but I feel like you wouldn't want that in your partner. So I don't blame her for not being okay with it and be like, yeah, she wants a dip. But before she did, can we talk about, like, intimacy thing that Alexandra said, where he did the, like, spa day? Now, I won't lie, the spa day was cute. Like, it was nicely set up, and I don't believe he was trying to do that in hopes that they would be intimate. I think he was doing it in hopes that it would just be something nice for Brook. She shut the door.
Close the doors.
She didn't want to participate. She shut the door, went into her room, I'm pretty sure.
Ushers, close the doors.
And he was just sitting on the couch like bread. I'm sorry, like, if I had a bit more respect for him, I would feel bad, but I don't. So how did he end up then getting a little bit of... with this situation, I don't believe he got a redemption arc. I think he left with a bit of pity. Because then Brook decides to leave the experiment. Like, I don't think she really communicated to him properly. I think she just decided to leave, which I think is quite unkind. Like, you can at least just tell them, this is not for me, I'm dipping. But I think he found out not directly from her. Either she left a note or she told the producers or she just left. However, then she comes back. to their dinner. But she doesn't come back for him. She comes back to bully, attack, and slander Stella and Alyssa, and also drag a bit of Beck. By the way, Beck, oh my gosh, Beck is absolute rub. We're not here to discuss Beck, but I have so many problems with Beck. And in that situation, I felt bad because I feel like a lot of people thought that maybe Brooke was coming back to rekindle her situation with Chris, because we could kind of see him improving and bettering himself along this experiment. But no, she really just came back to terrorize the other women, and I feel like that was really like sad. Like, she didn't come back for him. And then in the commitment ceremony, she still dipped again. Once her feet was held to the fire, she still left him.